Yes,
like...
you're my little pro-ISIS comedian. Yeah, you are. Hello, and welcome to Two Girls, One Kotatsu. I'm Yukari.
And I'm Jean.
Cool. And today we have some very special guests.
They are guinea pigs.
Yeah, Jean came home with them earlier this week.
Impulsively.
Yep. Just showed up with two guinea pigs and was like, yep, this is your family now. Here they are.
So here they are. They're kind of shy right now because there was a lot of loud noises before.
Oh, that's super cute.
Come on.
Oh my god. So, what are their names?
Kobe, the one I'm feeding right now.
Uh-huh.
And this one that's sleeping is called Teto from Nausicaa.
Nice. So, speaking of animals, animals in anime,
Oh yeah.
what do you think?
My favorite girl, Nanachi, is an animal.
Is this the Made in Abyss?
Yeah, Made in Abyss. In the show, you turn into like a certain animal if you hit a certain level of the abyss.
Okay.
So there's like many levels of the abyss, right?
Uh-huh.
So the curse of the abyss is that if you go up or ascend, you'll start feeling nauseous and then you'll feel really sick, right? But it hits the point where you grow fur. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not.
I guess it is. I haven't seen it. Wait, Nanachi, this is the one you bought, like a perfume that is created to recreate the scent of this little girl.
Yes?
And we have a scent that is like not even like, it's not even meant to be like a scent that's like an impression of how she's supposed to smell.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like just straight up like what she smells like what her fur, like her odor is.
It's kind of disgusting, I know, but I bought it. I bought it because I wanted to know how Nanachi smelled like.
And now that you smelt it, how do you feel?
Wait, I have to go.
You have to give it another whiff.
Wait. Oh, there we go. It's more floral than I remembered it.
It's like, it smells like a baby. It doesn't smell like what an adult should smell like.
Well,
that exists.
That exists, and I bought it from Japan.
But you yourself aren't a furry, right?
No.
Just had to make sure. It's such a strange community.
Yeah, everything that I've seen from like videos and stuff of like FurCon. Yeah, it looks a bit rowdy.
I feel like it's more of an American thing than Australia.
Thing.
You don't see that kind of stuff in Australia or
yeah, we even rarely see like the Japanese suits, the ones with the Japanese anime face.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen that like twice at a convention.
It's not that big of a thing. I'd say if you got to bring like one animal in an anime, like fantasy or not, into real life, who would you bring?
A big wolf from Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, the wolves are nice. Like, they're so badass.
Like, I just want to ride it.
And they, like, you can talk with them.
Like, yo, what's for dinner? Yo!
What's for dinner? Yo! That's what you're talking about? What the? You have, like, a big-ass wolf. It's like, what's for dinner?
It's huge!
Actually, it's like... So the wolf sees you, you're gone. Oh my god. But if it's Princess Mononoke, I definitely prefer the deer. The deer companion. Man, such a good boy. Like, oh my god.
Didn't even get that much screen time.
It's like he got all the screen time he needs. Like
enough for Hikari.
Like, oh no, like how dedicated he is to his like master. Oh, and like you don't need words to express that, you know. It's just so good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like animals in Ghibli movies in general are all like really cool to have around. Like if they,
You know what?
What?
I really like the fat cat from Cat Returns. The one that's like, follow me, and then he just like waddles. And the cat's
all the cats in the Cat Returns is like, I wish cats were like that in real life, but most of them are just cunts. Yeah. And I just really want Doraemon.
Is Doraemon a cat?
It's a cat robot. Robot cat. It's not. Yeah. It doesn't even count. But. Like,
Yeah, no, I actually do want Elizabeth for
oh my god.
for like emotional support. Like,
Why?
Yeah.
What kind of emotional support?
Like, every time a sign pops up, I'll read it and I'll be like, yeah, that's what I needed.
What if
That
the sign
sign-
pops up and it's like you're a fucking idiot?
Yeah, sometimes I need
What the fuck? Yeah, but like the person holding the sign is just an old dude in a white cloth. Like
You don't know that yet.
he's got hairy legs.
So what?
You-
They're
you
just
could see
human legs. They could be on top of a turtle body. That sounds so
A
awful.
turtle body? You think it's a turtle? I'm pretty sure there's some episodes where you actually see the inside of Elizabeth, but it's actually like the producer's cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't
Like-
know if that's official.
Yeah.
What a mystery, that
Yeah.
one. A lot of the reasons why I like anime characters is that it's because they're in anime.
Yeah, they're a fiction. They're not like real people. There are definitely characters in anime where you're just like, yeah, if this person was in real life, I'd fucking hate the shit out of
Dude,
them.
like tsunderes. Oh my god. Oh. But the moment they
Tsuns.
become 2D, it's cute.
Like, are you talking about IRL tsundere?
Oh yeah, like either way, like if they're in anime,
Yeah.
then they're cute. But
I mean, like,
IRL,
yeah, because
it's-
you don't see the blush animation in real life. Where
so
they're
you're
just
saying
like,
that if they had like a permanent like Snapchat filter on them, then they'll be cute.
no, that'd be horrifying.
Oh, okay. No, like you imagine you had like a Google Glass but for
Uh-huh.
Snapchat filters, and like that's the only way you could see them.
You know the SAO glasses?
Oh my god.
But that's terrible.
We'll talk about the first anime episode and what was the anime that got you into anime.
Just like first anime was I watched Sailor Moon, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at like a 6 a.m.
Was it
Not even,
7?
it was 7 a.m. in the
Yeah, it wasn't
morning,
6.
but I could never wake up that early.
Oh.
So I'd go to school one day and everyone's like, Sailor Moon this, Sailor Moon that, and everyone's like LARPing.
Oh. But they're in like Sailor Moon?
No, like this is at primary school, so we're having our like school uniforms, right?
Yeah.
But like you're like what, 10 years old,
Uh-huh.
everyone's just like doing all the transformation sequences, and you're just like, what is everyone on about? Like I had to wake up 7 a.m. one time to watch another Sailor Moon episode, and I got it. I was like, want to get into this. But for the love of God, I could not wake up 7 a.m. ever in my life.
Oh.
After that, I was like, fuck it, I'll just watch Pokemon at 8 a.m.
I think I was kind of the same. Like I never never got up early enough to watch the whole of Sailor Moon, but I would like jump in like halfway through.
Oh yeah.
And I'd be satisfied with it because I'm a little dumb kid who doesn't understand
Yeah.
what's going on anyway. I just want to watch cute girls beat up bad guys.
It resurged in my class
Mm-hmm.
in year 6. It's like
Okay.
binging Sailor Moon.
Oh.
The girls just all binged Sailor Moon. And like when I watched the first episode and Usagi was this Genki girl,
Uh-huh.
Genki meaning happy, like happy girl,
Okay.
happy idiot girl, just turned me off.
Was this when it had like a remake or just the
No.
original series?
This is the
Okay.
original series. Yeah. While they were watching Sailor Moon, I was watching Naruto.
Yeah. I can imagine edgy 12-year-old Jean going, "Oh man, Sailor Moon, that's for little pussies. I'm badass. I watch Naruto."
I wanted to give Sailor Moon a try. It was just the characters. It just didn't get to me. I was just like, cool, not my thing.
Do you at least have a favorite sailor?
Dude, I didn't watch that far.
What? So you only know Sailor Moon?
And Mars.
Sailor Moon and Mars. Oh, but like, yeah, Sailor Moon is like annoying little shit, but everyone else is so lovable. Like,
I remember the green one.
Jupiter's so cool. Like,
Yeah, I
she's
remember
so
liking her.
independent, and she can cook.
But what actually got me into, I don't know, it could be One Piece actually.
Okay.
Because once it hit like around year 4, 5-ish, and like morning animation shows were just like you're growing out of it, right?
Yeah.
I remember Bakugan was the morning show. Bakugan and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Really, Bakugan?
Year 5 at the time, and I was like sick of like kids shows,
yeah.
right? But you see like year 1 kids in the like playground just like throwing their stupid Bakugan balls.
Yeah, my generation was like Beyblades, and then we were like, you know, little shits. But then like once I grew out of it, I saw like all the kids playing with Bakugan, so I was like, oh my god, they look like idiots. And then meanwhile, I'm just there like, let it rip. Beyblades is cool. It's still cool.
It's still cool. I didn't really search into like anime online until my mom gave me this box from my cousin.
Okay.
And it was filled with anime.
Okay.
And it was manga and anime.
Is this like DVDs or
DVDs? So Rurouni Kenshin.
Okay.
All of like the Rurouni Kenshin box set.
Oh. They just gave it to you.
Yeah, no, I was in year 5, so I was like too young for like more adult, like young adult kind of shows. And there was like Get Backers. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's kind of
know it.
And there was really edgy manga, and there was like some dark stuff.
Okay.
Oh, and Kare Kano was in there as well.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Kare Kano is like His and Her Circumstances. It's made by Hideki Anno, the director for Evangelion.
Oh, I know who that is.
I think it was after Evangelion he started directing Kare Kano.
Oh, okay.
So it had like some Eva references in there,
Alright.
but it was like a shoujo. It was,
Really?
yeah, it was like a
I
shoujo
did
love
not know this.
Anime that he did.
Oh, that
right
sounds
after,
really
like,
cool,
Eva.
actually. Like,
and it was like it was a good show. Like it was genuinely
actually?
good. Yeah, it was genuinely good. Like the
Okay.
ending was kind of iffy, but it was genuinely good. And I watched it as a kid, and like this got me into like dig deep into this box of anime.
Okay.
Watched
Wow.
all of Rurouni Kenshin. Like I cried for 2 weeks watching the OVA because
Oh.
I just didn't understand what betrayal meant. I was just like,
What are these feelings?
It was funny because it was so detrimental. You know when you're just like, when you have a nightmare as a kid,
Yeah.
you run into your parents' room and just like, Mom, I've got a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching fucking Rurouni Kenshin at like 4 a.m. and I crawl into my mom's room and I'm just crying. And she's just like, what's wrong with my child?
That's why she regretted giving you anime.
To this day, it's still one of the best. It's definitely an R-rated anime. I was not like at the age to watch Rurouni Kenshin.
Damn, okay. I never, like, I've seen some episodes of it, but I never watched, like, all properly. I mean, it's supposed to be really good,
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
it is
Yeah.
very good. Unfortunate for the author, who was he arrested
He was? Wait, what?
for possession of child porn?
Oh my god. I mean, okay. Fair enough. I should have expected that. I don't know what I was expecting.
Apparently he had like heaps, and so it comes to like the question of, can you separate the creator from the creation, right? The art, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know many, like, anime or manga creators who did anything really bad. I'm sure there's, like,
Yeah.
there's a few. Do you know any?
There's this anime called Act Age, or like manga called Act Age, where they got cancelled because, the writer Tatsuya Mitsuki, on suspicion of sexually assaulting 2 teenage girls in 2020.
Damn, that is really...
Yeah, it was
Really
really
recent.
recently. So apparently he was riding his bike and taking upskirts of high school girls and then writing this manga in the side. And Act Age apparently was really good, getting really good at the time too. Like the minute that news came in, like a bunch of people dropped. Yeah, which is like makes sense, right? That's when you tie the artist to like the creations.
I think that you should still be able to appreciate the art as what it is, but the artist 100% needs to be, like, brought to justice.
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that, let's say I read Act Age and I really enjoyed it, I don't think that the fact that like the artist did really shitty things should change my mind about whether I like it or not. But like I would be happier like enjoying the manga if I knew that the guy who wrote it was properly persecuted for what he did. Because I don't know of that many authors or artists who like are criminals or like did really bad stuff while writing, but I know so many who just straight up died while making their work, or like died really tragically, or had like some really bad things happen to them, in the process of making this stuff, like either out of like overwork or like some other circumstances. But like hearing that does make me appreciate the work more.
Okay, yeah.
In a sense, not that like I'm not gonna appreciate it if if like the author didn't go through like some like really like traumatic stuff, but like it gives me more context for the things they wrote. It does feel like a lot more meaningful, at least. Yeah. What about you? How do you feel?
No, I'll be able to separate.
Yeah.
Separate art from artist. Yeah, I don't see myself as like a sympathizer any means. It's more like I appreciate the art. I'd say the same with you. Yeah, I mean, like for example, in Asano, there's a lot of dark themes that he like.
Yeah, he portrays a lot of dark themes.
But you're reading it and you're just like, fuck, this goes through this guy's mind, right? So you know, like their art is like a part of them. You don't want to disregard them as a human, even if their morals are different to yours, right? Like it's just their morals, obviously, like not as high or like as challenging.
It's harder with like storytelling because like their morals and worldviews would be portrayed in the stories they tell, but that's not exactly like what, like it doesn't have to be how they feel.
Yeah, I also see it as like, if you see comedians, right, like when they make a joke, they don't actually mean like just say they make an ISIS joke, that's pro-ISIS doesn't mean they're pro-ISIS. Right, it's just like part of the storytelling. So I kind of see it that way. Forgot to ask you, what's the first anime you watched?
So I think it's the same as like the first anime I watched and the first anime that got me into anime are probably different. Like we all went through like watching Sailor Moon in the morning as kids. Like I watched Pokemon, Digimon, like that stuff, all the stuff that was airing on TV. But I think the first anime that got me into anime was actually it's pretty hard, like, because I think like growing up there was always anime around because my mom really likes anime, so she would always be watching it. And I think the first thing that we would watch together probably was Inuyasha.
Oh, that's cute.
Because
a lot of people like Inuyasha. I never got into that, but
I really liked it as a kid. I don't know if I would still like it now, but it's like super cool stuff happening. And I feel like watching a lot of shonen now, a lot of the like monsters or characters, maybe it's just me, but I feel like a lot of them like just straight up copied Inuyasha. But like that's how I feel about it.
Could be. I mean, like Urusei Yatsura was the first tsundere, and then that became like a whole tsundere started popping up. Like you've got Asuka.
I guess so. It's just like anime is a whole cesspool of like the same ideas being like
Yeah, just kind of, yeah. I mean, like, the minute SAO started with the whole isekais just decided to, like, vomit out of all the seasons.
Yeah, and then ReZero happened, and then it's just like, yep.
More isekai.
Yeah. I guess it is what it is. That's a lot of the reason why I stopped watching more recent shows. I'm sure there's some good ones here and there.
When you first realized, like, all these, like anime copying anime and stuff, right?
Yeah.
What's the worst personality that they keep copying?
Trope?
Yeah, TV tropes,
yeah. The worst trope. You go first because I can't.
Perverted best friend.
Oh, really?
I don't like them. They're just, like, not, like, at first, when I first watched, like, Bleach, I'm just like, okay, the perverted best friend, get it. And then it just keeps happening.
Yeah, okay.
And you're just like, okay, this is kind of dragging, and the best friend just gets more perverted, and just like, this guy's a side character with no personality other than the fact that he's a pervert, like...
It's funny because I was about to say the perverted MC. Like, because they're just straight up unlikable. Like, and then, like, especially in a lot of, like, recent harems, or just, like, you know, like, regular daily life kind of anime, and then the main character's just straight up pervert, and, like, they have no likable traits. And
okay, name one, for example.
Rent a girlfriend. It was, oh my god, I couldn't get through it because it was just, I was so incel, and like everything about him was a piece of shit, but he's like, some reason he has all these like beautiful girls around him that he does not deserve.
I mean, like, he's paying for them.
Yeah, but like when they like him because it's a harem.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, not that I've seen the end, but I want the end to be like, I mean, like even schoolgirls like stabbing him to death. Like if somebody told me that was the last episode, I would watch the whole thing.
What you say? At the background.
yeah, I want that to happen. Like, I'm fine with like the trope of like virgin MC who's a little bit perverted, or like there's always like a panty shot and then his face goes red, and then
for example like
Shinji
from
Evangelion, that trope is very common. It's everywhere. And then there's like the next level up, which is like
Hutchman.
I don't know who that is.
From Snafu. Like,
I haven't seen Snafu.
Oh, okay. Like, a lot of guys relate to the main character kind of anime. He's like so edgy. Like, he's just like, I don't need to get up for a girl. Like
any character who people IRL go, oh yeah, that's the character that portrays me. That fuck you.
Yeah. The first episode of like Snafu, the guy's just like sitting on his table, like the main character table, right? Like, no, I don't know if his one was next to the window, but he was
what's the main character table?
The main character table is next to the window all the time, so they're looking.
Yeah, so if they're in a school, like the classroom, they will always be at the back of the classroom next to the window.
It can't be at the last. I think it has to be the second from the last row, because there has to be like some creepy girl behind them, like
who secretly likes them.
Who secretly likes them.
Yeah.
But I think 8-Man was on the other side of the window.
Okay.
And this girl gets in trouble, and he's like going through his monologue, whether he should help this girl out by speaking up, or whether he should I don't need to involve myself in this situation. Like relatable self monologues.
It's like going back to the conversation about like what kind of characters would you hate IRL, like if they actually existed. Man, I like straight up they will get arrested.
The first character that comes into my head is like Izaya from Durarara. Like, I'd fucking hate the shit out of him.
You love him.
But I love him as a character. But if
Okay.
he was IRL, like...
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, oh my god, that reminds me, like, in high school, I used to date a guy who would say, I know, unironically, like, oh, I'm like Isaiah.
Oh, no! No! I'm like Isaiah or I am Isaiah?
Like, kind of both. He was like, oh, like, yeah, he would straight up be like, oh, not only do I look like Isaiah, I act and sound like Isaiah. Like, my personality is Isaiah from Durana. And,
Yeah.
oh man, it was cringy. I
Oh, God.
don't know why I stuck
God,
it
I'd
out.
hate that. Oh, God.
Like, just remembering it is like PTSD. Oh my god. No, but it's exactly as you say, like, if Isaiah came...
It's literally like if someone came up to you with a fedora and said, I am like Kirito, and like started take out 2 dual blades, right? Like, it's not any different.
Yeah, but it's just like breaking it down, they have no really likable qualities either.
Yeah.
Like, Isaiah is just like, he fucking lies, like, compulsively.
He's a compulsive liar.
He's not even nice to people.
Yeah.
Like,
He's a piece of shit. Like,
Yeah.
he's actually just toxic.
yeah, and Kirito is just like, oh, I don't need friends.
But look at all these girls.
Yeah, like, we'll wrap it with the word of the week.
We'll wrap it with the word of the week.
Yeah, what is that, Jean?
It's defenestration.
What does it mean?
It's the act of throwing someone or something out the window.
I'ma defenestrate you.
Just fenestrate these piggies from peeing all over the Kotatsu table.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's on camera, but they pooped everywhere. Like, so much. We had to stop the show many times just to clean up all the piss and shit.
That's a wrap.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you next time
next time.
on the Kotatsu Girls podcast. He legit thought she's peeing on